everybody, welcome back. Jiu-Jitsu 2000 here today. In my hand I have a small keyring and I have approximately 5 feet of 550 parachute cord. And my objective of this video is to take you through the process of taking this paracord with this keyring and making a nice little parachute keyring. Okay, this video is not going to be nothing too fancy. Just a simple technique that I like to use, again, to make a keyring. So stay with me and I hope you enjoy the video. Okay, let's get started. So I'm going to take this keyring, I'm going to set it down, and what I want to do is I want to take this parachute cord and I want to thread one end of the parachute cord through the keyring. I'm going to make sure that both ends are together so that I can pull it down, and basically what I want is I want the keyring to be dead center on the parachute cord. Okay, from here, because I have approximately 5 feet of cord, I'm going to come about 4 fingers up, because that's approximately how long this parachute cord keyring will be. I've read on some sources that for every inch of keyring that you want, or every inch of cobra stitch that you want using parachute cord, that it takes a foot of parachute cord for every inch. So I'm going to go just about 4 fingers. Like I said, that'll be approximately 4 feet of parachute cord, so I should have a little bit left over. Now I'm holding everything in my left hand and I'm going to wrap this first loop in front of the keyring here, and I'm going to hold it with my thumb, and then I'm going to make another loop behind, like so. The one that's behind, the working end, the tail, is going to come from underneath through the hole. I'm going to pull it out like so. Now the one that's on top that I was holding with my thumb here, I'm going to run through the hole here and out. Okay, from here I'm going to make one small stitch. Okay, so this left hand working end is going to come across like so, and the right working end is going to come down over the front of it, around the back, and right through this hole it's going to pull outward. From here I can pull both of my ends outward, and this will start my first stitch. Now, using my thumb and my index finger holding this knot, I'm going to pull down on the keyring to get rid of these loops. Again, I'm going to tighten the ends, pulling outward, and this is going to be the start of my keyring. Okay, I like to make sure that I pull my working ends outward pretty tight. I like to make a pretty tight keyring. Now from here I'm going to take a carabiner and run it through the keyring at the bottom, and I do that because I want just a little bit of weight holding it down. Now over here, if you look real close, by my right thumb you can see that there's a stitch that goes up and down, and on the left you can see that there's a working end coming out. So when you do this cobra stitch, the side that has the vertical side is the side that you always want to put in front of the keyring. Okay, and then the side that came out you'll go on top of, around the back, and out the hole. Okay, then you'll pull tight. Once you pull tight, make sure you cinch everything up. Now you can see that the vertical end is on the left over here. So again, the left is going to come over the front, right is going to go over, around the back, and out the hole here. So now we'll pull it outward again, and we just keep going with this pattern. And I keep pushing it upward as I go. See, again, the vertical's right here on my left side. Again, we come here. Now it's on the right, the vertical side. And this again is referred to as a cobra stitch. I believe some people call it a Solomon's bar. I could be wrong about that, but I know it's referred to as a cobra stitch. A lot of people that I see on YouTube, they have like little jigs and things that they set up to make their bracelets and to make their key rings, and unfortunately I don't have the luxury of having a jig, and I don't make that many, so that's what the carabiner is used for me, to keep the little bit of weight down on it. You know, if I did a lot of bracelets or a lot of parachute cord stuff, then of course I'd probably make some sort of jig to help the process go a little smoother, a little easier, but in either case it works out pretty good the way I do it. So I'm just going to keep stitching away. And the cool thing about this keychain is that you're using one solid piece of parachute cord. So if you had to strip it down, whoops, I went backwards there, whoops. Let's back that out. If you had to strip this thing down, you would get about 5 feet of parachute cord. See that? And I just keep following the process. It's hard to do this with a camcorder. So again, here, here, keep pushing it up. Now you can see that my ends are starting to get a little bit short, so I'm almost done with my stitching. Might be able to squeeze one more, maybe, if I'm lucky. So there you have it. Now let's go ahead and terminate this thing. Okay, so here's our parachute cord keychain, and what I want to do is I want to take a small piece of scissors and I'm going to cut these tails off. I'm going to do them one at a time. Now you notice that they're very short. I'm not cutting them too long. I'm going to use the flat part of the blade here pretty soon, because I'm going to melt the tip and then the flat part of the blade is what I'm going to use to basically push everything together. See that? Just melt it a little bit. And that's how I terminate the ends. Let's get this other side cut. I've got to have the dullest scissors on YouTube. So here's my little oil candle. I have this piece here. I'm just going to melt it a little bit, get my scissors ready. And there you have it. So there you have it, everybody. There's one parachute cord keychain using a very simple technique we call the cobra stitch. I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, feel free to comment, feel free to subscribe, like, thumbs up, share, And thanks for watching, everybody. Look at the bottom here. How well terminated this is. Looks very nice. So, as always, have a beautiful day, everybody, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.